Come with me, please, to the dry, dusty plains of northern Kenya. Imagine that you are a pastoralist. That is somebody who lives wholly off their livestock, off their camels, cattle, sheep and goats. This is a hard life. This is a nomadic life frequently, following the rains, chasing grass, trying to survive. A very, very hard life for you, your children, and for their future. It's made doubly difficult because very frequently your livestock die, quite unnecessarily, from diseases, the vast majority of which can be prevented by vaccination. So 80% of the diseases can be prevented, but at less than 1% realistically of livestock in northern Kenya are actually vaccinated. Why? This is the legacy, really, I would say, of probably 30 years of viewing marginalized people as a humanitarian problem instead of viewing them as a productive asset. Livestock assets in northern Kenya are estimated to be worth $4 billion. This is not some small little marginalized group carrying out some quaint historic sort of way of life that needs to come into the modern world. This is a livestock economy that could be developed if it was done in the right way. There are export markets, there's a huge market in Nairobi. This is a big economy, potentially, but it is treated like a humanitarian problem. Now, what happens is that resources only go into these marginalized areas when there's a problem. There's a drought, as there is at the moment, or there's an outbreak of a disease. So, for example, government veterinarians will get vaccines, and of course their per diems, to go and vaccinate animals when there is a disease outbreak. So they're using vaccination to control a disease rather than to prevent the disease in the first place. And I'm afraid to say that there is a tangled web of interests around this issue and in maintaining that current very dysfunctional situation. I can see some people nodding in the back there. It doesn't have to be like this at all. I believe, I set up a company called Sidai about 5 years ago, that there are market-based solutions to this problem. Pastoralists want vaccination. In fact, pastoralists frequently pick up their babies and show me their babies and say, don't worry about vaccinating my baby, vaccinate my goats, because I know that if they die, my baby has no future. So there is an awareness of the need for vaccination, but equally, there is a lack of supply of the vaccine because of this stop-start emergency type interventions. So this has to change. The problem is that, of course, there are interests in keeping the status quo the status quo. And what we need to do is to figure out a way of untangling this vested interest, this little knot of vested interests, and perhaps finding a transition solution that actually leads to a financially sustainable long-term service delivery model that I hope will be delivered through Sidai in the long term, in fact, forever. And in that, if we can achieve that, we can achieve the basis for a vibrant, productive, profitable livestock economy instead of humanitarian problem. My question to you, and this is a truly real question that is on my mind very much at the moment. On Friday, a very big donor will announce a very big investment in northern Kenya. There is a big opportunity for Sidai to play a very significant role in changing this situation. So I really need your brains now, because next week I will be drafting a proposal and hopefully getting some resources to start to align interests around doing the right thing for pastoralists.